What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to this Not Your Typical Show. I'm your host, Mr. Vincent Bird, coming at you again with another Friday night show. We're gonna talk about some interesting topics that's going on this evening. First topic, we're gonna talk about the NFL preseason. Is preseason, baby. Talking about these NFL teams, these bum teams, these good teams, and showing up. We don't talk about these Saints. So I got a good guest that's coming in tonight. Uh, we was deployed together. Well, I can't say call it deployment. We were stationed together overseas. This man is very active in the community. He's a father. He's a soldier. He's a independent businessman because I believe everybody that's in the military and that gets out, they all businessmen. I got my boy Neil that's gonna come in tonight, and that's gonna talk sports with me. So welcome to this Not Your Typical Show. I'm your host, Vincent Bird, and let's get it cracking, y'all.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, Neil?
And not too much, just chilling.
All right, man. So we don't talk about a few things tonight, but first topic, we don't get into this NFL preseason, my man. And I know off the bat you're a 49ers fan, and I ain't gonna hold that against you.
Man, you see it right here. You see it.
Yeah, I see you're a 49ers fan. Like I say, I ain't no hold that against you. But you know, I represent Louisiana all day. I'm the Saints. Who that nation? So
Yeah,
we're gonna talk
right.
about the NFL preseason. We'll talk about the NFL COVID protocol too, because a lot of these cats saying that they ain't getting vaccinated, bro, and they saying the COVID protocols is terrible for the NFL. And your boy, old Roger, he didn't find 25 players already. So I mean, we don't get into it. Like a lot of these teams ain't buying by the COVID protocol, and I don't know how that's gonna affect the teams in the long run. What you think about it?
I think it. To be honest, I think it's stupid. It's as simple as okay. So say you don't want to get vaccinated. That's cool, but put on a mask. Like
Yeah,
it's that simple. Put on a mask. And then my whole thing is like players are like, oh well, my civil liberties and I don't want to get a COVID shot because of this and this and this. But if it's gonna take money out your pocket, why not just follow the protocols? Because these are the same people that were saying, "Oh, I back Kaepernick, but I gotta feed my family.
well,
I I can't take a knee because I gotta feed my family. I can't miss no
yeah.
games. I can't I can't risk getting cut from the team. But you won't put on a mask and risk your money, and you possibly get cut from a team."
Cut, and more than that, you probably don't get blackballed because I mean it's coming down to the point if the government's already mandating that soldiers, DoD employees, anybody that's a federal employee, you got to be vaccinated already.
Yeah.
So the government is already making those steps. So I don't think the NFL is gonna get that bold, but it's gonna come to a point where it's gonna interfere with their money. And once it starts interfering with their money, like they took a big cut last year, not having the fans in the stadium, a big cut,
Mm-hmm.
and you can tell how the games were affected by not having the fans in the stadium, not having that energy. You can tell by ticket prices. You just could, you can tell the game was different. So if these athletes don't get it together, and I know a lot of people say they don't want to get vaccinated and then they don't want to get the shot. I get that it's your own right, but like you said, just mask up, wear a mask, like put a mask on. It's
Yeah,
how hard it is to put a mask on.
I seen a dude get. I was just reading today. A dude got fined $15,000 because this was his second violation of not wearing a mask.
Yeah, I think there was Beasley, Cole Beasley. I think that was Beasley, if I'm not mistaken. But Cole Beasley from the Bills, he said it was trash. That the NFL protocol, COVID protocol, is trash. Now I don't know that he was the one that got fined, but he spoke on it. And I mean, a lot of players like him feel the same. They say that the protocol is trash. Now I don't know what old Roger's doing because Roger got a I don't say he got a bad reputation, but he got a bad reputation already starting off from the whole Kaepernick thing and pandering to the hip hop community, signing Jay Z as the VIP of entertainment. So I mean,
Yeah.
Roger Goodell already starting off on in some people as the villain.
But yeah,
So
but you got to think he already hurt your Saints when they did the whole the bounty hunter
yeah,
when Jonathan Vilma and all them guys got fined for supposedly putting bounties out on people. So he was already under the scope for that. But then again, but who does Roger Goodell work for? He worked for the owners.
yeah, he worked for the owner. I'm gonna say he worked for old Jerry World, and everybody else. He worked for these
Yeah,
owners.
he the face of the owners. So
Yeah.
all he doing is he doing what the owners won't say because the owners don't want to look bad for their players.
When now the owner down in Houston, he really don't care. He told them that you work for me, and this is like a prison. And I can't think of the owner name, but the owner down in Houston, Texas, he said that players are like inmates, and you work for me. I pay your salary. So
We don't even want to talk about the Texans and that dysfunctional organization.
well, I just don't like the way they did Deshaun. I don't like the way how they handled this whole situation. I don't like the way how they just didn't want to cut the man loose and cut him out his contract. I mean, like I said, we ain't gonna bring up all the rest of the Houston did, the Texans
Well,
did. I mean,
look at what they did to J.J. Watt.
Yeah, I just want to say, and J.J. Watt,
Andre Johnson.
true, and both of them left. Look, D-Hop, look where he at. Look what they did
as well. Yep.
He in Arizona right now, balling. Arizona is coming up in team too. I think Arizona is a good team this year to keep an eye on.
They bums too. They in my division. They bums.
No, I don't know now.
Hey man,
you better watch out.
I don't root for no team in my division. They all bums. Seattle bums. The Rams bums. The Cardinals bums. Everybody bums.
Oh, here we go. You say everybody bums, ladies and gentlemen. People are bums. All right, so in his division right now, he's in the
we go 1-16, and they gonna be bums. Everybody, we can be 1-16. My team's still gonna be the best team in the division.
Hey, yeah, you got a pretty good team in the division though. Your team is pretty good this year. I can give hats out to it. The 49ers, y'all get a good draft when y'all picked up that quarterback. Y'all did. Y'all defense been pretty solid over the years, and y'all offense been there. Y'all piecing things together. But y'all division ain't that bad anyway. I mean, you got Seattle, you got the Rams, and you got the Cardinals. Y'all got a competitive division off top, but I think in that division y'all should be the division leaders. And my opinion,
we should. Now, it all depends on who we play at quarterback.
That's true.
If we play Jimmy G, is he gonna not turn the ball over 9 times a game? Or we gonna let the rookie come out? From what I seen in the preseason, I know it's just preseason. I like the rookie, but I want Jimmy G to start at least the first 4 games. Now, if he's struggling in the first 4 games, then we gotta go with the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jimmy G needs to start so the rookie can get his feet wet and he can have that veteran quarterback to guide him through. But I think y'all should start with that rookie because y'all investing your money in him. Because I mean, Jimmy G is good now, but come on now, does Jimmy G got that dog? I don't think Jimmy G got that dog in him. I don't think he got that fight.
As much as I'm a 49er fan, I regretted the day we gave Jimmy G all that money.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I see why y'all gave him all that money. Y'all was investing in him to be that quarterback, to be that leader of the organization. But I don't think he was that guy yet. Now y'all did a good thing in the draft. Like I said, y'all picked up this new quarterback y'all got, and he got potential. He good if he can stay healthy. But like I said, in your division, Seattle has always been that competitive team, and Russell, him and them boys over there, him and Sierra, he got that mojo. Last year he was doing his thing, he was balling, and I think he coming out the gate this year aggressive. So I think between y'all and the Seahawks, it's gonna be y'all gonna be fighting between first and second. And I mean, right now they 0-2, but I really don't count the preseason because they cut the preseason games down and they added more games onto the season. But I mean, like I said, they look kind of shaky now. But when the season starts, I think they'd be pretty good. And along with y'all looking pretty good too. Like the whole West, the West looks good. Now we ain't gonna talk about my division, the South. Oh Lord,
Y'all division pretty. I ain't gonna say it's bad, but it's competitive.
I
The
mean, come
only
on now.
thing,
Nah, the only thing
the only
competitive in
easy
that division
wins
is
y'all
Tampa
got is the
Bay.
Panthers.
Yeah, I don't think competitive in our division is Tampa Bay. Like I say, Tampa Bay because they got old freaking old Tom Tom out the head leading that team. And I mean, the Panthers look good. The Falcons are always suspect. And I mean, and we struggling at quarterback. I know Winston looks good and he's the starting quarterback, but I know Sean Payton. If we lose a couple of games because of Winston, he don't pull them. I mean, so right now I'm only counting for is us to do good. If we make it to the playoffs, I'll be surprised and just get in a good position for us to get a good quarterback. Because I mean, Breeze retiring just it took the win out the team in my opinion. And
Man, Breeze arm was shot last year.
it was too. Yeah, his
That's
own.
why y'all lost to Tampa Bay in the playoff because Breeze arm was shot.
Oh yeah. And at the end of the day, we didn't give it to the man. We didn't give it to AK. That guy is a beast.
Yeah, he is.
Long as we keep freaking AK, we good. That offense is good. As long as we keep him healthy and keep him happy, I think we should be good. That offense should be good.
Y'all
But they
gotta
got
find a number two.
yeah, we do got to find a number two, but we can pick up that in free agency. But tonight they got some games going on. Tonight they got some games going on this weekend. They got the Colts playing the Lions. With the Lions are suspect in my opinion, but the Colts are pretty good. They 2-0. They playing tonight. They got the Steelers and the Panthers. The Steelers ain't that team no more. The Steelers out there, everybody, and there's a lot of Steelers fans I know, but the Steelers ain't gonna never be that team that they was when they had Palomalu and Hines. They're never gonna be that same team. So I mean, they 3-0, and they got Claypool as receiver. Claypool is a beast,
Yeah, I
but
like
I don't think,
Claypool.
yeah, Claypool is a beast, but I don't think they're gonna be that team. And the Eagles, oh my God, the Eagles don't keep struggling. They don't keep struggling. I mean, right now they got Hurts at quarterback, and he got a lot on his shoulders. But I think he can take that team and turn it around. And they
Nah.
got the Vikings and the Chiefs. The Chiefs, they already knew what they had in freaking Patty.
Hey,
The
Pat. Hey, that Pat Mahomes.
boy, that
Hey,
Showtime right there.
hey,
Patty,
hey.
that boy
He,
magic.
he might be the LeBron James of the NFL.
I won't take it that far. He might
Hey,
be. He might. I give him that. He
hey,
might. But that boy good. That boy good.
hey, ain't that what they say? Come to America. That boy good.
That boy good. That boy good. That boy can sing. That boy, he good now. He a threat. He is a threat. I mean, this year on the Madden cover, it was him and Tom Brady, and they had a split cover. So,
I'm
but
not a big Tom Brady fan, so
I'm not a big Tom Brady fan either. I always say if you took Tom out of that offense or that system he had when he was with freaking the Patriots and put him in another system, he'd be an average quarterback. But I mean, I can't take away that the man got skills and the man is a
oh yeah,
beast.
he's talented.
Yeah, he
I just
talented.
don't. I just didn't never like him.
Oh yeah, I never was a big fan of it either. But I mean, look at what the Patriots is doing now. You got your boy freaking Cam at quarterback, and I won't say Cam struggling, but I don't think that offense and that system of the Patriots fit Cam.
Hey man, I don't know what the hell Cam thinking.
He thinking he trying to get back to the Super Bowl. He trying to get back to when he was doing the dab and he was Supermaning and he was doing all that and they had that run and he trying to get back to that light. He trying to get back to the Super Bowl. And
He another one of them players that just think that they can just violate protocol. Now he done missed what 5 days, and that damn
yeah,
Mac Jones gonna take his spot.
oh yeah, Jones hungry, and you know Belichick is about winning. Belichick is
Mm-hmm.
about winning, so he keep on now. But let's talk about my favorite bum team to talk about that always gives me entertainment and can always rely on this being a bum team. Them gold cowgirls.
I can't stand them.
Man, let's talk about them cowgirls that leading the NFC East right now and 0-3 in the preseason. And that the NFC East is I won't say the worst division probably, but it's always a toss up. because you got the Eagles, you got the Giants, you got Washington, and you got the Cowboys. And out of that division, Washington looks the best, in my opinion.
Oh,
Because
Washington gonna win that division.
yeah, Washington looks the best. They look the best in that whole division. But I won't sleep on them Giants though. I will not sleep on them Giants. Them Giants is
Uh,
they're competitors. I ain't don't sleep on them. And don't sleep on the Eagles either. The Eagles and the Giants I won't sleep on. The only reason I say I won't sleep on the Eagles because Jalen Hurts, that he got a mission. He got a chip on his shoulder. And he got his receivers that was in Alabama. So he feels
mhm.
comfortable. So I'm not gonna sleep on that guy. And the Giants, they got Danny Dimes back there. Oh,
You
Danny
mean
Dimes back
you
there.
mean Danny Nichols?
Oh, Danny Dimes back there at the quarterback position. So he should have some experience after last year, and he should be able to take that team and do something with it. Now, these Cowboys, I don't know what to say about them. I mean, Dak looks good now. Dak looks real good. They on HBO not
Yeah,
the reality
I
series.
don't watch them.
I mean, I watch it for entertainment because I'm always gonna guarantee a laugh. But uh, Dak looks good. Zeke look good too. Zeke done trimmed down and dropped weight, and Zeke look good. Zeke looks good.
Man,
Dak look good.
the
They all look
Cowboys
good.
the Cowboys gonna go as far as Ezekiel Elliott would carry them.
No, the Cowboys will go as far as Jerry Jones would carry them.
No, see, that's the thing. The the media hypes up Jerry Jones. I just wish Jerry Jones would just shut up.
I just want Jerry Jones to be like every other owner and not be in front of the camera and just be behind the scenes and let his coach.
Be be a Bob Kraft.
Yeah, thank you. Be a Bob Kraft and hang out with the rappers and get Bentleys and do other things and go down to Florida and get massages and get in trouble. Do owner stuff.
Yeah, because if you notice, what has it been? What's it? 2021.
Hmm.
It's been over 25 years since they last won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, and they
Think about
America's
that.
team.
Tampa Bay has won 2 Super Bowls since the Cowboys last won a Super Bowl. The Baltimore Ravens have won 2 Super Bowls since the Dallas Cowboys have last won a Super Bowl.
And they supposed to be America's team.
The New York Giants have won 2 Super Bowls. Every team in their division, besides the Redskins, have won a Super Bowl since they last won a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
And the common denominator has been Jerry Jones.
I mean, I think Jerry he's not that typical owner. He's not that he wants to be. I think Jerry is reliving his wannabe college years that he didn't get a chance to play, and he wants to be super active and he wants to be that guy. And at the end of the day, he's not that guy. Jerry is
Yeah.
not that guy. He needs to sit on the back bench. And I mean, like I said, on paper they're talented. On paper, the Cowboys are talented. They're very talented. They, like I said, Dak has skills. That if that was with a good team, I say if that was
Dak,
somebody like with the Vikings,
Dak is
Dak.
Kawhi Leonard.
You said Dak is Kawhi Leonard.
Yes,
why,
Dak is
why you got
Kawhi
that man
Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard?
Because they always hurt and you never can depend on them.
Hey, you
Just
can
think
play
about
for
it.
Kawhi. Kawhi came through and gave Toronto a championship. Him and Drake are best friends.
But but look how many games he missed that year due to injury and rest, and look how well they played without him. He only showed up in the playoffs, and if it wasn't for that lucky bounce, we might have been talking about Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid winning the championship that year. So yeah, the
Nah.
Cowboys are the Clippers of the NFL.
You said the
They look
Cowboys are the Clippers of the NFL.
they look good on paper, but don't win nothing.
I give you that. I give you that. I mean, what your boy Ben Simmons just need help. He just need to work on his game. I think. I
Ben
never was a
Simmons
big.
is Jesus.
I never was a big Ben Simmons fan. I mean, I know he was coming out of LSU, and I root for any Louisiana team. I thought he was gonna be something, but I never was a big fan when he got to the league because I think he was just overrated. Then when he
Really?
got to 76ers, I mean,
No,
let's be
he's kind of
honest.
part of that 76ers curse.
No,
The
I don't think.
76ers. No, listen. Listen to what I'm gonna tell you.
All right.
The 76ers got a curse. Think about it.
Okay.
But they have Michael Carter Williams, right?
Uh-huh.
He wins Rookie of the Year, gets injured. Then they get Jaleel Okafor. He gets injured his
True.
rookie season.
Facts. Facts.
Then they get Joel Embiid. He gets injured his rookie season. They get Nolan's Noel. He gets injured his rookie season. They get Ben Simmons. He gets injured his rookie season. Doesn't play the whole year. Then they get Markelle Fultz.
He got
He
hurt.
gets injured his rookie season.
Then they
And
traded him
then
to Sacramento.
Orlando. No, they traded him to Orlando.
Oh yeah, they traded him to Orlando. Yeah, Orlando. Yeah, they traded him to Orlando.
And think about it. Once he gets to Orlando, now all of a sudden he can find his shot again.
Yeah, he's shooting. Yeah.
It's something about the Sixers. I lived in Philadelphia. That pressure of the people of Philadelphia gets to people. Everybody ain't built for the city of Philadelphia.
No, your boy AI when he was he carried that city and that team on his back, and he took him to the finals. I mean,
Man,
when he ran into Kobe.
Let me tell you something. I ain't never been in a city where black, white, Hispanics, Chinese, Jamaicans, Africans, Indians, whoever, everybody had an Allen Iverson jersey. Everybody.
Oh, yeah. AI is one of my favorite players. I became a 76ers fan when he was playing with him. I mean, that whole era when he was in. I mean, he's on my Rushmore. He's right up there. But I won't take it to say Curtis because I mean, you had your boy Barkley back in the day. He was there, and then you had Dr. J. Dr. J was with the 76ers, but I won't say they curse. I just want to say they just need a better coach, and some young talent, and they need to quit trading all their young talent away.
Yeah.
I mean, now they need to get rid of Simmons. Simmons they need to get rid of. They need to trade Simmons, and I've been seeing some rumblings that they was trying to do that anyway. They was trying to trade Simmons, but they need to get rid of Simmons. I mean,
if you look at my Facebook, I've been saying it for the past after his the year he won Rookie of the Year. I think that was technically his second season, but first season playing when they robbed Donovan Mitchell Rookie of the Year.
Facts.
I've been saying that they should have been trading him. They should have traded him a long time ago. I've been saying they should have traded him for C.J. McCollum. I like C.J. better with Joel Embiid than I do Damian Lillard. But
yeah, I never was a big McCollum and Little fan because Dame Dollar needs a big man. He needs to be in a big three, or he needs. Now I'm hoping because I'm a LeBron fan. I ain't got no Pacific team. I'm a LeBron fan, so you can take it to say I ain't a Lakers fan, but I root for the Lakers because LeBron played. But now Dame Dollar went to the Lakers, which I don't see that happening. That never happened because they ain't got enough money. That'd be a good fit, but West over there now. If they would have got Dame instead of West, I think the Lakers would have been a very, very good team, a very good top contender to contend with Milwaukee. But Dame needs Dame needs a big man and he needs a good shooting guard. He needs two of the guys, and I don't think Portland's don't ever have that enough money. I don't think Portland's don't have enough salary cap. I don't think Portland's don't put that around him. They tried to with Melo. They tried to give him that shooting. I mean, he had it when he had him and McCollum. They had that backcourt action, but he needs a big guy in the middle. I mean, I know the NBA is getting away to big guys and they move to small ball, but he needs that threat down low. And I think.
But the thing with Portland is, okay, you can keep Dame and CJ together, but all they big dudes, when it came close to playoff time, always got injured.
True. That's nice.
Nurkic got injured.
He got hurt.
And then I can't think of the white boy. I think his name Collins. The white boy just signed with San Antonio. Collins, he been injured the past 3 seasons. So by the time they get to the playoffs, they don't got a healthy roster. It's all on Dame and CJ. And then you notice even CJ been injured the last couple of years. So it's all been on Dame. And I wanted Dame on the Lakers. I've been a Lakers fan. Everybody knows I'm a Lakers fan. Mm, I don't know how that would have worked with him, LeBron, and Anthony Davis, because I don't see Anthony Davis going to the Chris Bosh role, the Kevin Love role.
No.
I don't see him being the stretch forward.
No. I don't see that either. Now it's gonna be interesting to see how Russ is gonna blend in with this whole dynamic. I mean, it gives Braun some help, and Braun can he don't have to take that many shots, and he can be the general, the facilitator on the floor like he wants to be. Cause that's Braun's role anyway. Braun he
Yeah.
loves being the facilitator, the passer. He loves controlling the floor and directing. So it gives him some help if AD is healthy, Russ healthy, and the other supporting guys, oh they're healthy. But Russ likes shooting the ball a lot. How you think he got freaking a triple double? Set the record for triple doubles. I mean, last year and the year before that. I mean, you got to look how many
But
shots he
look,
takes.
but look at his team though. Look at his team.
Wait, when he was with Houston?
Okay, let's look at Houston. Besides Harden and Westbrook and maybe Eric Gordon, who else would you want to shoot the ball?
I mean, you had PJ Tucker.
Man, come on, man. PJ Tucker only good. He only good for the corner three.
You
And
had
then
Tucker.
you had Quentin Capella.
Yeah, Capella.
He was only good on the pick and roll. You lob throw so he can dunk it.
Then you had
And then you have the Mike D'Antoni system, which never works.
yeah. D'Antoni need to change that system. D'Antoni need to upgrade and change that system. I don't know why. D'Antoni he's old school, but I think to go back to Houston, I think the reason why it didn't work with Harden. Harden is ball dominant. He wants the ball. You can't have Harden and Harden and Russell on the same team because they both ball dominant. They both want the ball, and that's not gonna work with both of them. So you see now how Harden is working when he was with the Nets. You see how he running with the Nets. You got him.
Man, just imagine if he played like that with Houston with CP3.
Oh my God! But a lot of people say he can't play with CP3. A lot of guys say CP3 got an attitude.
You know, okay, I'm gonna put this in military terms. CP3 is like that first sergeant that you know he gets on your nerves, but he get the job done.
Oh yeah.
He got the best company. They got the highest PT score. They just all around good. See, the thing with James Harden is James Harden don't move without the ball. If you notice, if he don't got the ball, he's standing at the top of the 3-point line.
Yeah, and his defense.
Now, just imagine if he would have with Russell and Harden, if he cuts, Russ don't find him because Russ done led the league in assists. What? 3 out of the past. Yeah, 3 out of the past 4 years.
Yeah.
So the man getting close to 12 assists a game. So just imagine if Harden moves without the basketball. See, in Brooklyn, he ain't got no choice.
Yeah, he ain't got no choice. He ain't got no choice to move.
He ain't got no choice.
You got Kyrie, you got KD, so he got to move because Kyrie and KD are moving. And Kyrie ain't no passing the ball if he's trying to stand at the top of the key anyway. So I mean, in Brooklyn, he ain't got no choice because them boys trying to win. I mean, KD always got a chip on the shoulder because
they gonna lose to the Lakers.
What you say?
They gonna lose to the Lakers, so it don't even matter.
Alright, that's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be good. But hey, now you got to think about Milwaukee. Now Milwaukee proved to everybody. The Greek Freak came in and he proved to everybody like, hey, I am here. I'm a force to be dominant. I am here. I brought Milwaukee a championship. What's up? Now, are they don't take it again next year? I don't think so. No.
All right, they won the championship. But I'm gonna put an asterisk. Just me, in my personal record book. I'm gonna put an asterisk by that championship.
Why?
Because everybody know they wouldn't beat Brooklyn if they were fully healthy.
True.
They weren't gonna beat Brooklyn. And then they beat the Phoenix Suns when they played with 1 7-footer and everybody else was 6'6". So
Yeah,
so 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 Giannis should have had 50 points in a closeout game. That's just that's just me. The way I look at basketball is if I'm 6'10" and above, and I'm playing against dudes that's like 6'5", 6'6", I should at least have 30 points in the paint easily.
yeah, but the Suns had their rookie. What's their center name? The rookie they drafted. That was their first time for that boy at the show. That boy was nervous. He was scared. He had all them
Yeah,
lights on him. That boy was shaking like freaking some damn jello. I don't know what to do. That boy was
yeah,
nervous.
yeah.
And CP3 can only do so much. Then my
Booker
boy,
was getting on my nerves.
what's my
You
boy
talking about
name? I
Devin
call him the
Booker?
next. Yeah, Booker. The next. I call him the next Kobe because that boy.
No, that's disrespectful.
No man,
That's
no
disrespectful.
that boy a score. He a score. He just ain't got that. He just ain't got that
That
dog in him
disrespect.
yet. That,
That disrespectful.
no, that boy. He the next. He the next thing, dude. And everybody, when I tell everybody that, they look at me like, nah, bro. That dude, he just need that dog. Once he get that dog in him,
He don't,
Booker,
but he
Booker a
don't,
score. He a
but he
score. He
don't,
would
but he
sleep
don't
on him
play.
too.
But he don't play both ends of the floor like Kobe.
No, he don't play. I'm talking about on the scoring aspect now.
Oh, the scorer, yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about on the scoring aspect. Now on the defense, he ain't both ways. His defense kind of shaky, but on the scoring aspect, and I think it was too much for him too. I think the finals was too much for him and too much pressure because everybody was relying on him to have a big game. That's why I don't like when people score big. When he dropped that 81 point, no, not 81. How many points he scored? Like 79 points, 80 points. When he did that, Booker.
I think it was 70. Yeah, 70.
Yeah, when he scored like that 70-point game, now everybody has this stereotype and perception about that he's a scorer, which he is, but he can get those numbers at any time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think him doing it so early in his career puts that tag on him that he had to carry that throughout. He's been carrying that throughout his whole career, and he carried it to the playoffs and to the finals. And when he wasn't putting up them numbers like he did in the first game, they got to him mentally. I mean, on the CP3 can only do so much, and CP3 is not that type of scorer. He's more of a floor general. But I mean, my man didn't show up because there was too much pressure on him. Now, is he ready? I think he's ready now. And if the Suns stay healthy and they put some more shooters around them and they get some more big men, I think they be a contender in the West right along with the Clippers, right along with the Lakers. The West is looking good. The West is looking real good.
Man, the West look good, but it still got to go through the Lakers.
Man, what your boy done do with the old cornrows don't lie Kawhi? Cornrows don't lie Kawhi. Come on now, what they don't do about
he injured. Kawhi injured.
He don't come on. He injured now, but he be healthy by the time the season start.
No, he tore his ACL.
But he don't get surgery and be healthy by the time the season start.
But
He ain't pulling the whole Klay Thompson on.
Hey, he come out there and tear his ACL again.
Now your boy Paul George is suspect. Paul George is suspect. I don't think Paul George is happy with the Clippers.
But see, the thing is now the story leaked that Kawhi didn't want to play with Russ.
Oh, he didn't want to play with Russ? Oh, yeah, I seen that story.
So the Clippers face the Lakers in the playoffs. You know what Russ going to do to them.
Oh, Russ going crazy.
And you know LeBron going to feed him the ball.
Oh, yeah, of course, because that's what LeBron does. And that's what LeBron been waiting for. I think, because we all know who controls the Lakers. It's LeBron. LeBron ain't doing nothing but setting himself up to be a general. He already said he wanted to be a general manager one day. So, and we know who controls that team. We know who controls that front house is LeBron. And they do anything to make LeBron happy. So why you wouldn't think they got Russ? Why you wouldn't think they picked up McGee again? They got rid of freaking Dudley. Dudley, look, let tell you how terrible Dudley was. He retired and became an assistant coach. When do you retire from the NBA? You got you a ring. You retire from the NBA, and you that trash as a player, and you become assistant coach right off the bat.
But think about it. It's a lot of players that do that though.
It's a lot of players that do that, but they do it like quietly. They do it like I mean, Jason Kidd. It's a lot of assistant coaches that they used to be players. Steve Nash. but they don't do it in the spotlight. They do it kind of quietly. You look up and see him on
Yeah.
the bench, like, oh. But Dudley, the media highlighted Dudley so much, Jared Dudley, that one, he was I say, a second string player anyway. He was a subpar player. And
Mhm.
two, they highlighted him so much. As soon as he said he retired, he got a coaching gig.
But you got to think, he got a coaching gig with Jason Kidd, so he was basically a coach with the Lakers last year.
Yeah.
He wouldn't get no plans, huh?
No, I think he was hurt too. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was hurt too.
So they said what he was doing was he was helping coach the younger players.
Which is good.
Yeah.
But y'all, what young players y'all got now? Y'all need to get rid of Kuzma.
Man. Oh, we did. We got rid of Kuzma. That's how we got Westbrook. In a way, I'm happy, but I'm kind of sad too because I like Kuz.
I like Kuz too. Kuz is a good player.
And I hated to see them not sign Caruso.
No, they needed to get rid of Caruso. I'm glad Caruso. I like Caruso too because Caruso was underdog, and I think Caruso got his money. But I tell you who y'all shouldn't got rid of. Y'all shouldn't got rid of Ball. Y'all should have kept Lonzo. Lonzo would have been a good fit because now.
But Lonzo wasn't Lonzo though. He wasn't the Zoe that we see now.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't the Zoe. No, he wasn't the Zoe that we see now. The Lonzo we see now is he's a threat. He's a killer.
If we had the Zoe that we see now, I don't think LeBron would have let the Lakers trade him to New Orleans.
No, because the Lonzo
they probably would have put in Kuzma. They would have put in Kuzma instead of Lonzo. Because the original trade didn't include Lonzo.
No.
The original trade was B.I., Kuz, Josh Hart, and picks.
Yeah.
But the Lakers were so stubborn saying, nah, we don't want to get rid of Kuzma, that they threw in Lonzo Ball.
Because they know Kuzma was a better role player than he would be a better role player and a better fit. But now the Lonzo that is now, and that's one thing I got to say about LeVar Ball. He talked about his boys. He did everything a parent should do. Pumped his boys up. Said that his boy was better than freaking sliced bread. Everything a parent should do. And everything he said about his boys came to fruition. He got 3 boys that's in the NBA right now. And that young boy, Melo.
Oh yeah, I like Melo.
Man, Melo, that dude over there, he's gonna carry them Hornets. And Jordan see it.
I think that was probably the first pick Jordan. No, I ain't gonna say the first pick he got right because I like Miles Bridges.
Yeah, Miles Bridges was a good pick.
But this has been the year that Jordan hasn't picked a power forward.
What Jordan made? Come on now, let's be real. Jordan made up for when he freaking picked your boy that's now social media advocate. Your boy Mama's cooking. He made up for your boy Brown. He made up for your boy Brown. So everybody's saying that this was Jordan's makeup pick. When he picked Melo and he picked up Bridges, they made up for freaking Mama's cooking and.
Don't do that to Kwame. Don't do that to Kwame.
Now, look, I ain't gonna do it to him because he coming at people's throat. Like he got smoke all day for people, so I ain't gonna do it to him. And he can play. He has skills. He can play. I just don't think Jordan should have dropped him in the first round. He should have won in the first round. But the boy got skills. He can play.
This what happened with Kwame, and I watched. God, who was I just watching? And they was talking about it. So they were saying that when the Wizards had the first overall pick, that they were supposed to trade that pick to the Clippers for Elton Brand.
Elton Brand. He even said it. Yeah, he brought it up. He even said it. Yeah.
So now the trade falls through. You get an 18-year-old on a team with a bunch of veterans that didn't want him. So now he has no confidence in his game at all.
But then you put him on a team with the world's greatest player, and everybody says to this day that Jordan he's that pit bull. Like he don't take it. He doesn't have sympathy. He doesn't have empathy for you. When you step on that court, he's about business, and he expect you to play that mentality, like Kobe said. Rest in peace, the Mamba mentality. So Jordan Jordan got that same mindset, that killer mindset, and being at 18 when Brown came in, I don't think he was. They didn't prepare him enough, and all them vets on that team that didn't want him, they didn't prepare him enough, and having all that, and having Jordan on his back, and him bringing in all these people to quote unquote build him up. Some people are not, you can't do that to some people.
But
So,
you know how it is when even been in a Calf Scout unit.
oh yeah,
You get them Calf Scouts fresh out of high school. It's their first duty station, and then they always talking about if you ain't Calf, you ain't. And them 18, some of them 18-year-old, 19-year-old dudes, they not used to that. They're not used to
no,
no grown man just straight yelling in their face.
no, I think it's a different army, it's a different world, it's a different group of generation of kids coming out that you just can't yell. You can't yell at these kids no more and scream at them and bark on them like that. Because one, they don't bark and scream on you back, and two, this new generations were way smarter and way more advanced than the older generation and these boomers are today, and that the people that these old heads are today. So they came in the world with technology in their hand. So you can't be screaming on these kids like you can today. And I think the NBA is showing it at how young these kids are coming in. Like the draft today, I didn't know nobody in the draft except for the number one pick, Cunningham. What's the dude name?
Yeah, Kate Cunningham.
Yeah, him. That's the only one I really knew. The other cats. Oh, and my man who passed away. That was in Kentucky. They had got in the car accident.
Clark.
Yeah, Clark. Yeah, I was tracking him, and if he would have if he would have made it, oh my god, that dude was a beast. But
Yeah.
I give respect to what freaking what Chicago did. They gave a shout out and tribute to him during the draft. So I thought that was very respectful of Adam Silver what he did. But I mean,
Man, you gotta. Hey, man, for somebody that's into sports, man, you gotta watch like See, what I do is I like watching the USA under 16 team, the USA under 17 team.
oh
So a
yeah,
lot, so a lot of the kids in this year's draft, I've watched them since they were sophomores in
oh yeah,
playing basketball. So even like Iman Bates
uh huh.
that's coming up. I've seen him since he was in the 8th grade.
Yeah, I watch it sometimes. I've been watching the class I'm keeping my eye on is of course is freaking Bron's son, and I mean his class is a bunch of ballers anyway. Wade's son and my man right now, freaking the number one college high school pick right now. What's his name? Drake dating his mama. What's
Oh,
his
I know
name?
you're talking about the dude Bailey.
Yeah, Bailey. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I got put on the radar by him, and his game pretty nice too. So I've been watching his class and them three right there. But I know it's a lot of them. It's just now high school basketball is turning into college basketball. It's more people that's focused on high school basketball because there's more people that's going there's more entertainers that's going to high school
Hmm.
games than college games. Now we don't know how the pandemic is going to take this year and how things are going to be with the NCAA and the Final Four and March Madness, but I hope
Oh,
they
they're
get
gonna be masked up.
probably so. It's going to be
I
masked
think
up,
I think games where the kids were masked the whole game.
or they just don't have limited people in the stands.
Yeah.
Limited people in the stands. You got to have your vaccination to come in the stands, and if you ain't got your vaccination or your mask, you can't come in. And
Oh, they already got the fake vaccination cards already.
oh, dude, you going to jail for that. You show that fake vaccination card, you getting a
Hey,
fine felony, and you going to the big house. You going to
hey, but
jail, jail.
I
You going to
seen some
jail, that
fake
big boy.
vaccination cards on Instagram.
No, you going to jail, jail. As how could say, you going to jail, jail. Florida. Yeah, you going to jail, jail. You show that
Hey,
fake
man,
card.
hey, you up on the Hood Olympics?
Man, I was just about to ask you. Hey man, look, every so often it's a challenge that comes through that catches my attention, and I go, these big dummies, and it's funny and entertainment. And this one right here is so much entertainment, and it's so funny, and I usually don't encourage no challenge, but I'm encouraging this one. Keep doing it because I'm laughing. Keep
Hey,
doing
you
it.
you seen the one where the dude was rolling a blunt and he did the challenge?
Man, yeah, I seen it, dude. He the king right now. He was rolling the blunt and he did it. Then I think somebody did it. He did it again. He went all the way down. Then he reversed the joint and went back up and did it reverse all the way down. I like, man, you got skills. But this is my question is, Neil. One, where you getting all these milk cartons from? That's what I want to know. Somebody
Yeah.
in elementary school is pissed off. Somebody in elementary school cafeteria lady is mad that all the milk cartons have come missing. And two, what's the point? Like, are you getting any money out of it? Why? Why? Like, with any challenge, what's the point of doing it? Are you doing it for
Listen,
clout?
listen. It's called the Hood Olympics for a reason.
Man,
Think about all the stuff that people would do in the hood back in the day. If it was televised, how it would look right now.
man, running from mailbox to mailbox, racing and with no shoes on,
But
playing.
the only thing I don't want, and I've seen it, and I posted about it, is that I don't want white people taking the milk crate challenge.
Why not? I think it's funny for them too. Look,
No, no, no,
it's an
it
equal
ain't.
opportunity.
No,
If you
because I'm
want
gonna
to
tell
get
you,
on here and do the milk crate challenge, it's equal opportunity. It's no discrimination. Get your butt up there and fall down so I can laugh at you.
no, because they're not doing it. They're not doing it in grass.
He said they're not doing it in grass.
No,
They're doing it on concrete.
they doing it on concrete where the crates are stable. The crates ain't going. No, you gotta do it in grass. So when you slip and them crates go 5 different ways. Oh, no, no. And then they doing it. I seen two white people doing it together, like they holding
Oh
hands,
man.
walking up. See, I don't want to see you doing it with your partner. No, get up there and do it yourself.
Man, I seen
You
one
see,
cat did it. He was an elderly cat too. He was in the hospital gown. Poor old man. He got all the way to the top, and this young buck Thundercat kid came and pushed the cart, and my man
see,
went down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Ooh, I
see.
felt for him too. He sure didn't get up.
But the funniest one is the one little Boosie did at his house.
Oh man, Boosie on the roll. Boosie need to
Hey,
sit down
did you
somewhere.
see the
Boosie
one where
too
Boosie
much.
did the milk cart crate, the challenge at his house?
Yeah, he's on. I think his son went up there and he was giving people. I think they said in the video I seen like 5 racks. It was
Yeah.
between 5 racks or a rack. Then he was like, I don't think nobody did it, but he was like, oh yeah, he want money. He want money. I know he want
No,
money.
somebody won it.
I'll see.
See, I
That
see me. I watch stupid stuff like that.
no, I watch it too because it's entertaining. I
Yeah.
watch it too because it's entertaining. It is funny. It is entertaining. So continue to do the milk crate challenge, people. Just remember, if you go to the hospital, COVID's in the hospital. So you better go to your hood neighbor
Hey,
doctor and pat yourself up.
this challenge is taking out more brothers than the cops. I'm trying to tell you.
Man, look, and the cops probably watching the challenge they own, so they probably got the patrol car parked right there next to them, watching it, because they like, well, look at these big dummies right here. Come look at this. Because
The
it's
only
just,
the only thing I didn't like is when they posted the one where the people got shot during the challenge.
yeah, I ain't like
That
that
was
one.
that was the only one I didn't like.
Yeah. I mean, come on, let's non-violence, people. Come on, no more
Yeah.
black on black crime. Non-violence. Come on now. We know it's in the hood, and we know it's the Hood Olympics, and we doing it for fun. But don't go to your car and pull the pop trunk and pull out the pump. No, come on now, people.
Hey,
No,
but
bro.
let me ask you a question though.
Yeah,
With the hurricane coming up, do you got any people in Louisiana?
yeah. I got some family back there, and as usual, hurricanes in Louisiana are like you know are like rainbows. They pop up every season.
Oh,
So
I know. I'm from North
yeah,
Carolina. They do the same thing.
yeah. So and my folks are ready for it. They hurricane people can be doing their hurricane parties. Hurricanes are just hurricane season. So I mean, just like hurricanes hit the East Coast, Florida, Georgia. I mean, so they button down. They got sandbags. They got water and stuff. It's just add a little sauce on it because COVID. So you got
Yeah.
hurricane with COVID sprinkled in it. But I mean, people are ready. You be ready. You be ready. You only so much. Just make sure they got the sandbags, they got that water, they got the generator, they good to go. So, but let me ask you a question. So, my favorite track star right now, and a lot of people don't like her, is Miss Richardson. And she was talking. I won't say she was talking trash, but she was pumping her chest and she was talking that talk, which she got the right to talk that talk because she can back it up. And she pretty much called out the Jamaican team, which the Jamaican girls are fire, and because they won in Tokyo, and she pretty much said after y'all win in Tokyo, y'all come back to the U.S. because I was supposed to be over there due to some bullshit, but when y'all come back to the U.S., we're gonna race, and I'm gonna smoke all y'all and prove to you that I'm still the fastest woman in the world. Well, that didn't happen. Miss Richardson came in the ninth place. The Jamaican girls came and went, Meow. But my opinion is on it. At the end of the day, she's still the fastest woman in the world, and can't nobody
Mhm.
that's giving her all that smoke and who's talking saying that she did this, she did that. Can't nobody see her on no track. So, like she said, she's still here. She ain't going nowhere, but she's not going nowhere. But I just wish she had a better PR team, because I mean, and it's all competition, but let us stay on the track. Because then after she did that, somebody posted something about on Twitter. They made a comment about the Jamaicans, derogatory comment that wasn't good, and she liked it. You know, social media get you caught up. So I
Mhm.
think she retweeted it, or so I think she retweeted it. So then, of course, everybody's saying that she shouldn't be doing that, and that's not a good look. And you know how these companies is. They see that once it start hurt their pockets, they cut you in a minute. So I just think she needs a better PR, a bit better publicist that can guide her through this, through these waters, so it won't cut into her money. And I think everybody need to keep an eye on that girl because she's fast. That girl fast.
So
She,
this is my thing. Everybody in sports talk trash.
yeah,
Trash talking is a part of sports. Now, what we do within our community is we'll build somebody up, and then the minute they don't meet our expectations, we tear them down. And that was
yeah.
the only thing I didn't like about this whole thing with the girl. And I didn't even post about it because I was like, nah. Because then people gonna be like, oh, you cooning. No, I'm not cooning. It just in the month of July, y'all was pumping this girl up because she couldn't go to
Hmm.
the Olympics because she smoked weed. Then her first race back, knowing she can't run, she can't do nothing during the whole 30 days of being suspended. Her first race, she come in ninth place. And then what they did was you got an emotional girl who just came in ninth place, just got embarrassed by the three Jamaicans she said she was gonna beat, and then you put a microphone in front of her face.
Yeah.
So you knew you was gonna get some outrageous comments because if you see the next interview when she went in the back, her tone, her attitude was totally different.
Hmm.
So don't just interview somebody right after a race. And she right, she ain't going nowhere.
I mean,
She
I agree.
ain't. They
I
they
agree
got
with you on
about
that.
they
Yeah.
got about 8 more years of her running track,
Oh yeah.
and
I
this
bet.
is gonna be a small glimpse of her track career.
Oh yeah. But the media is good at that. I mean, Naomi Osaka, the tennis player, the Japanese and black mixed tennis player, she mentioned that like it's your mental ability. Like I just got through performing and putting all my physical and mental strength into this performance, and you're catching me at one of my weakest emotional moments, and you throwing a mic in front of my face. Obviously, I didn't win because you know my reaction, but this is the reaction you're gonna get. Instead of
Hmm.
waiting until I go in the back, I cool off, then come back there, you want that moment right now so you can get that clickbait. And that right there, I don't agree with. But it's like she said, she ain't going nowhere. This right here is just, if anything, it adds more sauce onto her ability as she's still the fastest woman, one of the fastest women in the world. Uh, this is just a small thing. She's been running forever. I mean, she just came up on people's radar because of the Olympics, but I was following her when she was with LSU. When she was running with LSU, then she went to Texas. So she's been running forever. And this is like don't stop her trail. And like I said, like she said, she's here and she's gonna keep running. And she ain't going nowhere.
That girl is fast though.
Oh yeah, she fast. That girl can run. She is fast. All right, so we winding down. We getting down to the next few minutes. We don't do some spitball topics, some hot topics. Then we don't close it on out. Uh, what you think about your boy Biden and what's going on in Afghanistan right now? I see there's a lot of opinions going on. There's a lot of people, wavering sides. It's a lot of vets that stepped up and said some stuff. Veterans, a lot of active duty people in those communities. And here in Texas, at Bliss, one of the planes are here at Bliss. The Afghani refugees are here at Bliss, so and they're getting taken care of. So a lot of people are saying a lot of things. Me personally, I kept to myself when I was saying it, and I was telling this to a coworker of mine. I said deployments are very sensitive when you talk to any veteran.
Mm-hmm.
And mentioning any deployment is it bring up a lot of reaction, a lot of emotions. So some will speak on it, some won't. And I just choose not to because what you see in the media is totally two different things on how a person feels or what's actually over there. Like when they took over Kandahar and they came through, a lot of vets was like they knew automatically, like, oh, that's it. Like, if you ever
Mm-hmm.
been over there, a lot of people just mention that word Kandahar. It's a trigger word, and Kabul and everything else. So just a lot of people. I mean, I tend not, and I work in the media, so I tend not to just watch and look at it. But what's your point of views on it? What's your views on it? How you feel about the whole thing?
So this is my thing. I've been deployed twice. My wife has been deployed once. And what people, like you said, what people don't realize is that you go on a deployment and you just pray to make it home.
Yeah, true statement.
And then you see your friends lose limbs. You see your friends, you see guys that you normally wouldn't bond with, all of a sudden you got a bond. And I hate for people like this that they know they're not gonna go to the recruiting station to sign up to deploy. But everybody
Mm,
got an opinion.
yeah,
Is Joe Biden my favorite president? No. But hell, the man ain't been in office but 7 months. And then you gotta think he's working on getting the troops out on a deal that the previous president made with the Taliban.
hmm
So is the is the execution good? Hell, I don't know. I wasn't in his office when they was making the plans to withdraw from the troops from Afghanistan. And you and me both know we don't know to the last minute.
nope,
We don't get it. Hell, I found out more information from the media than I would my chain of command.
yeah. And the media
Because
gets it wrong half the time too.
exactly. So when I see people make these opinions, I get mad. Or when people ask me, "Are you ready to deploy again?" No, I'm not ready to deploy again. And I might joke about it and be like, "Yeah, oh yeah, I'll deploy again for the money," but I don't want to deploy again. I don't want to miss no more birthdays, no more anniversaries.
No, I don't think nobody want to deploy again.
Hell, I hate. I don't know what I left in Afghanistan when I went in 2012, or what I left in Iraq in 06. I know I didn't come back the same person. So deployments and going to war ain't for everybody, and don't nobody never come back home the same.
We
So
got, we got a comment that's coming in from High Tower, Miss High Tower. She said that is right.
oh,
That
that's
is
my
right.
mama.
And she spoke. She said, "Hey."
Yeah, that's my mama.
She said, "Hey." Look, that's a mom for you right there. Hey, son.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Like deployments, if you, like I say, if you talk to any vet, and if you talk to any veteran, you ask about their military career, they up and on, be very humble and tell you one or two things, and not too much. Don't talk about their deployments, and you know, and keep it moving. They might say, thank you for your service or whatever, and they like, thank you, whatever, and keep it moving. But they're not trying to relive those moments. I mean, I don't think no one's trying to relive those moments and those actions. And like you say, we really don't find out. The individual soldier don't find out to the last minute. We get more information from media, Facebook and Snapchat and Twitter. We don't find out until, I mean, it's rumblings about, hey, you deploying, hey, you doing this. You hear the little barracks lawyers, but until you get, the saying, until you get orders in hand,
Mm-hmm.
anything can change on the last minute. Until you get orders in hand and say that you're going to go to Iraq or Kuwait or Djibouti or whatever you're going, we don't know to the last minute. And then once you get orders in hand, you can be on the bird. And I even take it a step forward back. You can be on the C-130, nut the butt, sitting down, flying, doing this number here, because the plane ain't no smooth ride.
Mm-mm.
And by the time you in the air, you touch down on the tarmac, your orders can change.
Just
So
like that.
just like that. So it's a very sensitive subject. My hats off to all service members that's over there. My hats off to you. My prayers are with you. I feel your pain. I understand what's going on, and I just
You,
hope they get things situated.
you know,
And
it's real when they say, "Hey, you gotta go to SRP."
oh yeah, when you say you got to go to SRP, oh yo, it's real. It's real.
Oh, hey, hold up! Before we leave, one more thing. And for all the military spouses and the people like, oh, well, my husband ain't getting no COVID shot. Hey, guess what? Your husband gonna get that COVID shot
Oh, you want to talk about this? Oh yes, sir.
because
They ain't got
when
no choice but to get that COVID shot. Cause
because this is the thing that pisses me off.
speak on it. Go ahead.
All these service members be like, "Oh, I ain't getting this shot. I ain't getting this shot." Go to Korea, and you gotta get the mandatory vaccinations that you don't know what's in them. You don't know if they FDA approved or not. Go to Afghanistan or Iraq where you gotta get them vaccinations to go. Anytime you go overseas and you gotta get them vaccinations, and you don't know if they FDA approved or not, I guarantee your husband gonna get them, and a spouse too. Because if you going to Korea or you going to Germany with your spouse, guess what? You got to get the mandatory vaccinations
You gotta be
before they even give you your passport and your orders to go overseas. So
Yep.
all you tough barracks lawyers, go, hey, go ahead and get that Article 15 and get out. That just means that you gonna push me up closer to making the Sergeant First Class. Heck, in the next 3 years, I might make Sergeant Major. By the time all these people talk about they ain't taking the COVID vaccination, they getting out. Hey, try it if you want to. You'll be unemployed listening to your spouse telling you better not get no COVID vaccination.
I think what they fail to realize, once you sign your name on that dotted line, you have no choice. And you saying that you're not, but okay, when you went to basic training and they shaved your head bald, you didn't have a say so in that. When you sat down and melts and you was walking in that line and it was a doctor or a nurse or whatever on both sides and they gave you a shot in both arms. You didn't know what was in them shots then. If you've been in the army longer than a day, you took the anthrax shot.
Mm-hmm.
You got the anthrax shot.
And you get the booster every year.
And you got the booster every year. You didn't know what was in that. So if you're in the service, you take multiple shots each year and you don't question. Some people question the flu shot, but they wind up taking it anyway because you're barking about I'm not going to take this vaccine. But are you financially prepared to get kicked out and support yourself, knowing that you've been supported by the government all this time, and now you about to get ready to you about to get chaptered out, and they're about to take this armory chapter too, probably. So are you financially ready and stable, or are you just talking this big talk? At the end of the day, if you got the uniform on, you got to do what Uncle Sam say. You got to do what
Mm-hmm.
you got to do what he say. And you all knew that that's what's the sacrifice that what you was doing when you signed at the dotted line.
And don't let your man pros be red.
Oh my God.
let your man pros be red. And I bet you won't be tough then.
Man,
When when
look,
your when your first sergeant commander gotta explain to the brigade commander and the division commander why this one soldier man pros is red. Oh, why he ain't got the flu vaccination? Oh, don't worry about it, Sergeant Major. He making an appointment right now.
yes. So at the end of the day, I mean, you can have your opinion and nothing wrong. And I think that's what a lot of the difference is. There's nothing wrong with having different opinions. There's nothing wrong with having different opinions, agreeing about this, and that's why I don't like. But with council culture, either we can have difference in opinions, and I can still respect and like you, and still respect you for who you are as a human being. But when you're in the service, you can't have an opinion.
Mm-mm.
And if you've been in longer than a nickel, longer than 5 years, and you've been in multiple years, 10 years or whatever, you know how the game is played. The game is always played. It's a chess game. It's a mind game. So every move that you do is going to affect you. So you already know how the game is played. So you might as well just shut up, do what they say, and just wait until your time, buy your time till your time is out. Then when you get out, you just go ahead and file all that with your VA claim and get your little money
Hey,
back in.
in the army give you enough time. They be like, okay, we're gonna make it. We're gonna let it do voluntarily first. Okay. So I'm looking at the percentages. Okay, so only 15% of the soldiers got the COVID vaccination. Okay, now we're gonna make it mandatory. Cause what's not gonna stop is training ain't gonna stop.
Oh no.
Formations ain't gonna stop. You still gonna go to the range. You still gonna go to the field.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna do all the mandatory training you gotta do. And then I'm gonna make this short. We had a unit here on Fort Campbell. They did an EDRI where they COVID tested the whole brigade, the whole
Oh.
battalion,
Oh.
just to see the effectiveness of if they was ready to deploy, if they had to go on deployment, how will it affect the unit? And I think out of 300 some people, they found 43 people tested positive for COVID. So now you got a commander, they got to go explain to a battalion commander, a brigade commander, a division commander, why they can't go to deployment because they got 43 people that are tested positive for COVID. And now basically your whole unit got to go on quarantine.
Yeah. Mission don't stop. Look,
Now the mission must stop.
it's certain things that don't stop. Mission not don't stop. This money ain't don't stop.
Mm-mm.
So mission and money is not don't stop. And to flip it on the civilian sector, if you look how these cities and how things are running from COVID from last year to now, it's more things that are open. Last year we were still on quarantine. About this time last year we were still on quarantine, and the vaccine, it was bubbles of the vaccine. Now the vaccine is out and we're not on quarantine, but these states are going back to mandate masks because the numbers are going up.
Mm-hmm.
But some of these states are fighting the mandate masks because it's affecting their money, it's affecting the economy. Once you start affecting money, and once it start hitting these pockets of certain companies or certain individuals, things start changing. Policy starts moving, laws start coming out. So I say that to say this: mission and money is not gonna stop. So if you in the service, you already know how the game is played. They making it mandatory for all DOD. If you in the civilian sector, you free. You have those luxuries. You free because you don't have a responsibility of putting your life on the line every day. If you're not a frontline supervisor, responder, or if you're not a healthcare worker, shout out to all the healthcare workers, you don't have the responsibility of putting your life on the line, so you don't need to get the shot. But if you are, and especially if you're in the service, you already know the deal. Uncle Sam gonna tell you to get that shot.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna tell you to get that shot. Mr. Neil, thank you for coming through the show tonight, sir. It's been an honor and a pleasure for you to coming by and talking with me, chopping it
Oh
up
man,
with
anytime.
some sports, talking up with some politics and just some everyday topics. Thank you so much. Like I say, I'm not gonna hold it against you that you're a 49ers fan. I don't think the 49ers been good since freaking Montana was there. It's just my opinion, though.
Hey man, we got a Super Bowl since Montana. Don't do
Yeah.
that.
But
You,
thank you for
you, you
chopping
see
up the
the you,
sports
you
with
see
me.
the number though. You see the
I
number
see.
though.
I see you representing Cap. I see. I see. That boy doing good too. That civil rights
Yeah.
activist right there. But
Ain't
thank you
like
for
your
coming.
ain'ts though.
Hey, we got that's a long story right there. Yeah, we growing right now. We rolling up the
Yeah.
creek. Like I said, I can always depend on them Cap bombs to keep me entertained. And
Yeah, they can.
yeah, I can always depend on them Cap bombs to keep me entertained. So, like I said, thank you for coming by the show tonight. You are always welcome to come by. This is not your typical show. Uh, you want to give any shout outs, anything before we get off the mic?
Man, shout out to my wife and kids. My mom for always supporting. You know, my mom always gonna support no matter what. Um, that's it, man.
All right,
Man,
okay.
thank you for having me, man. This has been a pleasure. Um, I'm trying to eventually one day get into this podcast thing when I hang up these boots.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, it's a different world. You can sit down and chop it up, and we can talk about it. It's a different world, but it's something that is very interesting. But thank everybody for coming by. Don't forget to like the show. Thank you, Miss Hightower. She said it was a great show. Mom shooting out love. Thank everybody for coming by the show today. Like I said, this is not your typical show. I'm your host, Mr. Vincent Bird. I have a show every Friday night, y'all. We talk about the facts. We talk about everything. We just talk about what's current. We talk about politics, everything. So come by next Friday. We don't know what we're going to talk about, but I'll be here. Never know. Mr. Neil might be here too. But come by next Friday. Check out the show. Thank y'all for coming by. This is not your typical show. I'm your host. God bless. Good night. Mask up. Mask up. Please, people, be safe out there. Vax up. The world is dangerous as it is, so please, you don't need to get sick. Stay safe. God bless. And I'll see y'all later.
Peace.